Good evening. Welcome to Coffee Talk, number 233, live stream. It is Saturday evening, June the 1st, 2024. Uncle Al, thy bullfrog 79. Welcome. Thank you for the like. I am drinking Nescafe coffee with French vanilla creamer. Hillbilly Josh. Yes, I can certainly send it to the post office, but you need to send me the address. I need the P.O. box, the whole 9 yards. I used to use a P.O. box just for my YouTube, but for the amount of stuff that I would get, this is not really worth it. Um, Joseph Moore, welcome, Joseph. So please, Josh, go ahead and email me. Use my Gmail account. I've sent it to you a couple of times. It's also in the description of my videos. Send me that mailing address so I can get that out to you. Alacanada, welcome, Alacanada. Young lady from India. And KP Heathen, my friend. Holly Ivans, welcome, Holly. Six in the house. 6 likes. Drinking coffee. I'm actually drinking this one. Taster's Choice House Blend. This is a light to medium roast. Good coffee with French vanilla. I had a mail call today, which I'll go through in a few minutes. And I had somebody tell me, they left me a comment that they're more of a visual as opposed to an auditory learner. And they appreciated when I actually showed stuff. And I said I'd try to do that a little bit more. But also, I told them that, you know, if you get from the visual, you need to be checking my community post. I do a lot of community posting. I keep them up. And my community posts are usually images of items that I purchased or that I purchased that are good priced. And I usually will This is where I bought it. This is the price. This is something you need to have. My latest example of that I've got so much crap sticking around, it's not funny. Creamers. Sugar, artificial, the sweet and low. I didn't pay for any of that. This I paid for. Stevia. This is the stuff you really need to be using. It's better for you. I'll probably do a community wall post of that. But, so as an example, 8 in the house, 9 in the house. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. So I put this up on my community wall. I took an image of it over at Walmart when I bought it. $2. This is a manual can opener. And it's got a bottle opener. $2. This is a Faberware. $2. It behooves you to have a couple of these. $2. It's not expensive. Thought I would go over my metrics real fast, my analytics. Walmart, they call everything metrics. YouTube says analytics. So my analytics, 1,569 subscribers. I keep hitting 17. I was at 1701. I went down to 1568. Now I'm back at 1569. I'm just floating around that number right now. 10.4K views in the last 28-day cycle, 4 weeks. 10.4K. It changes every day because you come into a new day, you go out of an old day, that 28-day cycle. 10.4K. My watch time right now is 413 watch hours. That's in a 28-day cycle. That's a little over 100 a week. My last live stream, 64 views. My current short that I dropped this morning has 90 views. And my current video that I'm trying to promote and help Hillbilly Josh Loftus, 42 views. Last night's live stream, peak concurrents were 12. Average view duration was 10 minutes and 47 seconds. Total watch time was 10 hours, 4 minutes, 12 seconds. Duration was 1 hour, 16 minutes. That's where I'm at on that one. And I did run a bunch of shorts today. I ran some videos today. I always leave a supportive comment and a like whenever I view or whenever I'm running a stream or whatever. I watched one that really touched my heart. And it was by our friend Belinda, Country Living. And she's got a friend that she's taking care of and spending time with that's the latter latter days of her life. Her name is Vonda, and she's talking to the Lord and ready to go to the Lord, you know. And it brought back memories, which I'll mention. Um, my situation with my own mother. My mother's latter days, and she was in her 80s. I was a late life baby. She didn't have me until she was 40, and I'm an only child. She and my father were married for 21 years before they had me. And she stopped smoking a couple of years before I was born, and I guess that affected her fertility. She was able to have a child. She had a miscarriage, and then she had me at the age of 40. So I was the miracle baby. Well, I lived with my mother because my father passed away when I was 14. He was 64 years old. He was 50 when I was born. And they were together for 35 years before he passed away. He had a brain tumor. He was a tobacco user. He never stopped using tobacco. He just shifted from smoking to chewing, you know. And but I took care of my mother. My mother took care of me. She never remarried. And I kept her with me until she was past 80. And then I put her in a very good retirement home that they would take care of her because I was working. I was a school administrator, had a central office job, and you know, it was very painful for me. Towards the end of my mom's life, she thought I was my father, and she'd call me by my father's name. And that's sort of what's happening with Belinda's friend, you know. Isobar, welcome, my friend Isobar. How are you doing? Thank you for like number 7, 8 in the house. So I don't want to be a downer on anybody. I'm just saying certain things affect me. Drinking coffee, Taster's Choice, French vanilla creamers. Good to the last drop. I just finished that one. So, looking at preps, and I'll post this on my community wall. This is
download the Radio Texas Live app to stream non-stop Texas and Redner 24/7. It's better.
This is a hand crank, and you can see the little red light. It's charging. It has you can charge it USB. You can actually plug something into it, and radio, siren, hand crank, flashlight. It's got NOAA weather radio, AM, FM, weather band, hand crank, emergency radio, Walmart, $17.99. I keep it And I'll post it on my community wall. I'll do a community wall post and I'll put it on my community wall. I keep it in one of these little baggies. $18 with tax. You're looking at less than 20. Well, I mean, it's important that you take care of yours. My mother used to ask me when she was really old why I took such good care of her. And she said, well, I'm just paying you back because you took care of me when I was little. You know, she took care of me, so I took care of her. And had a real nice 80th birthday party for her. I keep a picture. I don't want to open that cabinet up. But I keep a picture in here of her with her birthday cake when she was 80. We were at her sister's house. Had a party for over at her sister's house. And 80 years old. And she lived to be just shy of 82. She didn't take the best care of herself. She cheated herself out of a few years from her earlier living. She had two sisters that lived to be just shy of 90, and neither one of them were smokers, and she smoked for a long time and then she stopped. And then she had weight issues, you know, and she had some issues, but she lived a long life and quality life, and you know, she was taken care of. A lot of people make the deal that if you can live to be 80 with a quality life, that's a good life, you know, and she lived to just almost 82. Last year of her life was bad. You know, she had a lot of issues, had surgery, a lot of stuff last year of her life. Yes, please hit the like button. So, I got a mail call. I will have Josh's Josh Loftus. He likes to be called Hillbilly, and he's working on 1,300. He's at 1,200 and something subscribers. I'll have his box out to him this next week. I'm waiting for him to send me his mailing address or PO box, and I'll have his video up for premiere probably Wednesday at 6:30. It'll be about 15 minutes probably. So I ordered. This is two different orders, but they came together. So you'll find that I have a reoccurring theme when it comes to number 10 cans. Certain things. One small bar of Kirk's soap. I'll put it in the bathroom. And a Kirk's 3-in-1 head to toe nourishing cleaner, premium coconut oil and aloe vera, gentle for sensitive skin, original fresh scent, 32 ounces. This is a shampoo body wash. I need the shampoo for my hair. Well, beard, whatever. Body wash, 32 ounces. And that's going directly to be used because I'm running out of the other stuff I'm using right now, so that's going to go replenish my shower. Little Lone Prepper. Good evening, Little Lone Prepper. And if you want to know what I paid for that, go to the book. The Kirk's 3-in-1 Castile soap was $15.58 prime. $15.58. That'll last me a while because I basically use soap, arms, crotch, face. Rest of it's pretty much just water. So that'll last me a little while. And then the other thing I just got, I ordered and prices are going up. I was looking at what I paid before. And certain things I make reoccurring purchases. I do reoccurring purchases. So I bought a number 10 can of the Agassiz Farms Country Fresh Milk, $19.61. So as I always do with my cans, just put a date on it when it came in. So this is June of 2024. And I'm going to put the price on it again. That was $19.61, I believe. Yep, $19.61. I was conceived in 1961. And that is 1961. Number 10 can of milk. And this is going to go out. That will go out in the pantry where I keep the freeze-dried stuff, or I keep some of the freeze-dried stuff. I keep the number 10 cans out there. This one I'm opening up. This is a small, the Kirk's. It's going to go in the bathroom. Mr. Whistle, welcome, Mr. Whistle. Oh, got people sneaking in on me. Got people sneaking in on me. Not paying attention. Let's see. Becoming Dangerous. Hello, Wayne. If you do not follow The Ungrateful Peasant, you need to follow him. He puts out excellent content. He gets on his rants. And my friend Mr. Whistle, whose channel is growing. Eight in the house, 11 likes. Why do I put the price of items? I want to compare. Things go up. I'd like to basically put down what I paid for it. And that way, 2-3 months from now, I buy some more. Because certain things I'm buying on a regular basis. Certain items. Like, I've got 6 of these. 6 of these. I'm buying the Orange Delight, which is it's like an orange drink. I'm buying the Moo chocolate, but certain things I'm buying, like coffee, lots of coffee, tea, beverage powders, lemonades, various flavors of stuff. So I want to see what the prices, compare prices. I write down what I pay for it. And that's the reason why I do that little on prepper. So I will put that up on my community wall. The what I'm getting. Um, the one right now that I encourage everybody to go out and get. I mean, if y'all were right here with me, I'd go buy a couple of dozen of them and just give them out to you. It's a very important prep to have. Is the and this you're not going to get a better price than $2 for this. You are not going to get a better price than $2 for this. With the can opener with the bottle opener, you're not going to get a better price on this. So, hurricane season began today. This is the first day of hurricane season. Hurricane season will run from today until November the 1st. And they're predicting 17 to 25, storms. Last year we had 14. There were 14 last year. And they're saying it's going to be a little bit more this year. They're predicting. Yeah, jar openers. It's a good thing to have. Somebody was telling me that they're basically preparedness. They're getting glass jar. They're basically their items are pretty much in glass jars. Like canning or they buy items that are in glass jars. That's fine. That's fine. More power to you. More power to you. And something else you need to have plenty of hand sanitizer. Very important to have hand sanitizer. And you need to be able to heat water. This is like $12 right now. Folds up. You can use Sterno. It's a 2-pack of Sterno. I buy lots, and I've got lots of canned heat. These burn for 6 hours. Turn on, boil your water, put it out. Turn on, boil your water, put it out. Get a lot of use for this. Not expensive. Right now, a 12-pack is less than $30 for a 12-pack. I'm planning on changing a few things up, and what I'm doing. Here's another one. I could put this on my community wall, post an image. 99 cents. This is 10 packs of matches. 32 matches in each one. Strike on box matches. $32 count in each one. That's over 300 matches. 99 cents. Walmart. Coffee. You want inexpensive coffee that's really good? Folgers. 7 coffee sticks. Classic roast coffee. 7 packets. $1. $1. Right now, I like the Taster's Choice. This is 6 packets, $1.16. These I order online from Amazon. This is the Nescafé Dark Roast. I sent my friend Dave some of these. He should be getting them Monday. You get a 12 pack of 7. That's 84 of these. $12.99. $12.99 for 84. There are 7 of these in a so 12 boxes for $12.99. So, talking about preparedness. The grid, the power grid. Something happens. SHTF. Short term, moderate term, long term. Bad news long term. So let's say you're part of the grid goes down for a period of time. No electricity. Let's say the gas goes out. Let's say I don't even have gas. I have all electric. My house is all electric. I don't have natural gas. But some people have natural gas. And that would be good if you've got a gas stove or central heat runs on gas. Certain things will run on gas. So let's say that the power's out. What do you do? What do you do? How do you heat water? Well, I already gave you an inexpensive solution. I've sent some of you an inexpensive solution. Just tell you, just buy more of the canned heater, the Sterno, or buy the tabs. You don't want to use these indoors. This is and I can pull it out and show it to you. I mean, I've done that before. Belinda Elliott. Let me write your name down there, lady. Welcome. Melinda's got a really good channel. And you know, I can say that about any of the people in here who have channels. They've got good channels. So this is a very inexpensive. This is a very inexpensive. This is a stove. You can put a tab or two on it You can put a good sized pot on it. If you've got a mug, something like this. Or if you've got like a coffee mug, sits on there, you can do that. And you use tabs. It's a 24 pack of tabs that come with it. These do not smell good. You do not want to use these inside. You buy these replacement tabs, they're like 24 for $5. It's not super expensive. I would encourage you to have some spares, in addition to what if I gifted you with these. My way of giving back. So this is like $10, $11. This is like $5. Eight in the house. We are 36 minutes in. Thank you for stopping by, Isobar. For my friends who are over in the Philippines that come in on a regular basis, they're 13 hours ahead. So like right now, it's like just about 7:40 in the evening here, Central Time in Texas. Over there, it's like 8:40 a.m. on the other side of the world. They're 13 hours ahead of us. They're literally on the opposite side of the planet from where we are. I'll do some more community wall posting. And fear not, I got another short ready to load up. I'm trying to do a couple a day. I want to let this short develop. I'll probably drop the next short in the morning. That means like one today. So water. Number one item in your list of preparedness items, water. Do you have clean drinking water? Well, you get a gallon jug of water, you're going to pay between $1, $1.15, $1.16 for a gallon jug, and you can refill those. You can refill those. And the half liters, should have took a picture. Wife just went down and bought a bunch of them. They're going fast. Are they going to replenish them? Well, as long as the trucks are running. Every day they get a supply, they get a truck. Sometimes they get 2 trucks. And then that's not counting a dairy truck. They get dairy trucks every day. And that would be like frozen, cold items, frozen items. Dairy truck is refrigerated. And then they'll get 1 or 2 of the regular trailers that go for the whole store. And I speak from experience with Walmart. So yeah, so you're paying about $3.50 for a 24 pack of water. Used to be you would pay 10 cents a bottle. So if you had a 40 pack, it'd be $4. If you had a 24 pack, it'd be like $2.40, $2.50. Now it's like $3.50 for a 24 pack. So it is more expensive. Everything's going up. And that's one of the reasons why, like when I do now, I do number 10 cans of stuff. And mind you, with the number 10 can, you are going to have to use a can opener to open it. It's one of the reasons why I started writing the prices down. Each 8 ounce, 1 cup is 8 ounces. So each cup is 70 calories. 5 tablespoons of dry powder. According to this, it'll make 39 single servings. I look at this as this is 1 glass a day for one person a month, for a month, say a 31-day month. So if you got 4 people and you have 4 cans of this will get you 1 glass of milk, each of you 1 glass of milk a day for a month. So you think, well, why are you getting so many? This isn't nothing. This is very little. This is very little. I got to keep going, you know, and it's got a shelf life on it of like 30 years, so it's not going to go bad on you. I will send a confirmation when I get it, Hillbilly. I got a warning stating that your content is inappropriate for some views and had to click to continue. Yeah. You know I'm a subversive. Can't you tell? Look at what I'm talking about. I'm talking about preparedness. I'm talking about treating people the way you want to be treated, you know, elderly people. I talk about bad things happening. I guess that's something they don't want. They don't want you to talk about, you know, hurricane preparedness or, you know, tornadoes or the power grid going, you know, having problems. I guess I'm a gloom and doomer. But thanks for letting me know that. Mom of 4 boys. Welcome, Mom of 4 boys. And, you know, the other thing is not everybody gets those notifications. I've had people tell me they've never received a notification on my content. How are you doing, Rachel? You got a climate warning? Interesting. I had family come stay. I haven't seen in years. Figured it would be nice to let them visit because their son passed. Turned out they are like the Griswolds that showed up in a camper. Oh boy. Oh. Yeah. I hear you. I know how that works. Phone calls, text messages. My friend. Yeah, that's true. They won't last long. Well, the other thing is, the stores really are limited in their back stock, what they can actually stock. I mean, they're pretty full. I mean, I can't say today because I haven't been with them in over a year, but I would go on both sides. I'd go on the grocery side and I'd go on the both sides of the store into the back, and they didn't have that much. And when they unloaded, they were putting stuff on. They you know they have steel that they can put pallets on all over the back. But the steel is pretty full. They have stuff come in that they use regularly. That stuff comes in, sits on the floor, and then it's going out. They're putting it out. It comes in, they want to get it out. And then they've got a crew that comes in overnight because it used to be like Walmart used to be 24 hours, and now they're 6 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock at night. So they got an overnight shift that comes basically will come in, and all they do is they put out stock. That's what they do. They come in and they put out stock. They do restocking. Belinda's Country Living. Hey, Belinda, I was talking about your channel, and I was talking about your friend that you're helping, who's not doing too well. Brought a tear to my eye. And I was telling a little story about my own mother, who's been gone for 20 years, and you know how towards the end of her life she thought I was my father. She started calling me my dad's name at the very end of her life, when the dementia really kicked in. Can I confirm? Let me check. Yep, I got it. Good luck with your channel tonight. Thank you. A thumbs up for that one. Ah. I have heard, they'll probably get mad at me for saying this. And remember, the Supreme Court is a 6-3 conservative court. So they're very big First Amendment. Very big First Amendment. You've got entities that are interfering with free speech. If you are posting that you are a venue for people to come on, they can have a membership or they can participate and they're allowed to voice their opinions, you cannot be suppressing the fact that, well, we're going to suppress those that are on this side and we're going to support those who are on this other side. You know, you got to be sort of fair and balanced. So the state of Texas, the state of Florida have got some serious suits out right now. Certain venues, certain they're you know, and they're getting rulings. They're getting rulings, and now you've got them. Well, what do we do about Texas? What do we do about Florida? We can't. I mean, we got rulings in the courts that we can't suppress, which is what they're doing. You know, it's like interference. Not supposed to do that, and they're panicking. They're panicking. You know. I mean, yeah, old people should really not be put under anesthesia if at all possible. It can really mess them up, and it can really bring on dementia. You know, being put under for a surgery or whatever. That anesthesia can really, you really have bad things to do. How old is old? I'll give you my opinion. Um, yeah. Um, I would say this, and I know people that are doing quite well and they're 80 years old. I would say old age really starts around 80. I would say now there are people who they lived a hell of a life and they got lots of issues, and old age for them is 70. I mean, there are people, I guess, that old age could be 60. Now, retirement, full retirement is 67. Like for Social Security, full retirement now is considered 67. And I know a lot of people who are teaching and they're in their 70s and they're still teaching. Some of them started late. And then some of them retired, like me, and went back to teaching. I'm 62 years old. I just turned 62 years old. I got 30 years in. I get a real nice retirement check, and I'm working now teaching, so I get two checks. I get my retirement check, and I get my paycheck. So, and I'm going to do it as long as I enjoy it. I'm going to do it. Hey, I got my weekends off. I'm home every day before 5. I got my weekends. I've got my week off at Thanksgiving. I get 2 weeks off at Christmas. 17 days, actually. I get a week off for spring break. You get all the holidays. And I get 2.5 months off for summer. Life is good. The Black Widow. Hello, Black Widow. Levin in the house, 15 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel if you have not done so. It will be greatly appreciated. I sometimes feel like I've got to do... Yeah, it does get worse after... dementia does get worse after an operation. Basically, what it is it's like plaque in between your neurons. And they're working on ways to clean that out, to keep that from happening. They've got treatments for Alzheimer's. They've got treatments that are supposed to help people who have dementia. They're gonna solve that one. If we're still around, they'll solve that one. You know, so that you'll pretty much have your mind right up to close to the very end of your life. And a lot of people do. You know, my uncle, he died just shy, a couple of months shy of 94. He was 93. His brother, his older brother, Lucian, was 94 when he died. Uncle Howard fell and hurt himself. And I was reading on the news about some rock band type, 58 years old, fell in the shower, hit his head. He died. 58 years old. Man, 58 years old. You better make sure you got some grab bars. You know, your toilet, you better have grab bars. In the shower, you need some grab bars. And you'd probably have a seat in there, like one of these big oversized showers where you can sit down and do your showering. Got to be careful. Got to be careful about. A lot of older people trip. My depth perception, like driving, I don't see that well. But speaking of my Uncle Howard, he had a good mind. He couldn't hear. He was hard of hearing. His eyesight was bad, but he had his mind. You know, right up towards the very end. 93 years old. So I start, you know, I think about stuff like that. I may not wait, you know, I may not wake up in the morning. You know, you may, what happened to David Lynn? Oh, he passed away. That may happen. Every day I wake up, I thank God for the day. You know. And 16 likes. Old is 10 years older. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, talk about when years ago before I retired, we're talking 20 years ago, and I was a principal at the time, and I did the summer school program 3 years in a row here in Victoria, Texas. And they would rotate between Patty Welder Middle School and Stroman Middle School. And both of those were way on the south side of town, which was the older side of town. And 1 year it'd be one year it'd be the other, and they just went back and forth. And they'd have the high school uh, upstairs, and they'd have the junior high downstairs. It's 2 floors, summer school program. And I was the middle school summer school principal. They had a couple of old elderly counselors that were like in their 80s. They would fall asleep. The principal got so pissed, he took their doors off their offices. He had the doors removed from their offices. Now that was like 20 years ago. Right at 20 years ago. And these ladies were really old. And they had an ancient librarian. Everything was on card catalog. And she was like close to 90 years old, you know. I mean, and they used to make fun about Patty Welder, about all these elderly people that were over there. And the principal was like less than half their age. He was in his like early 40s. We're similar in age, you know. He's a few years younger than me, I think, but we're similar in age. And I used to laugh. I used to laugh about it, you know. And we worked together. Real nice guy. I won't mention his name, but real nice guy. He's out of education now. He's got a couple of franchises that he owns, you know, operates. He's got a couple of food-related franchises that he has. Evelyn Official, welcome Evelyn Official. Snuck in here on me when I'm talking. I'm not paying attention. And those of you who are coming in to visit, I will visit you. I appreciate the support. Thank you for coming by, Rachel. I will come over and visit Evelyn, do not worry. So right now it's right at 8 o'clock here, Central Time. Over where she's at, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. 13 hours ahead. I mean, take care, Rachel. If you want to communicate about anything, text me. Um, my husband was a heavy drinker about 23 years ago, so that is probably why his brain at this early age is not working up to par. Yeah, you kill a lot of brain cells drinking hard liquor. Uh, I was looking at stuff that I get. 4 things you should not do. You should not smoke. Smoking is very bad for you. And not near as many people smoke now as used to. You should not smoke. You should not drink alcohol, at least on any regular basis. Hard liquor is bad for you. Wine, I could justify a glass or 2 of wine every day based on, it's good for the heart, like red wine, good for you. But you don't want to drink hard liquor. Sodas are very bad for you. Better to drink lemonade, grape juice, orange. Like little beverage powders, the stuff doesn't have all the soda water stuff. You do not want to drink soda waters. Bad for you. And then the other thing they say is watch the breads and pastas. White bread. Watch the breads and pasta, the carbs. Limit that. There's 4 things they say to do. I would definitely say those first 3, and I am trying to get out of, so I'm drinking a lot more tea now. When I get food out, I drink it with tea. And I drink coffee or tea. I drink coffee all the time here. I drink coffee. I drink lemonade. My wife's always saying, "Oh, you and your lemonade. What do you want to drink? Lemonade. Lemonade, please." So I try to, for my health. "12 in the house." So, going over it again, I got a can that I'd ordered. It took about 2 days to get it. This is a can of powdered milk. This is a whey milk, instant non-fat dry milk, vitamin A and D fortified, just add water, shelf life of 30 years. I put the date, 6 of 24, and I put the price I paid for it. And I tell you, prices are going up on these things. Prices are going up. So, talking about preparedness, I showed you all a little hand crank radio that you can charge, USB charge, solder charge. It's got a flashlight, but you really want to have a separate flashlight, lithium. It's got like a little lithium battery in it. If you use the old school ones, you want to have spare batteries. And for radio or spare batteries for a flashlight, you want to have spare batteries. Nowadays you can get rechargeable batteries. And you want a good first aid kit. You need a good first aid kit, a boo-boo kit. But also, it's a good idea to have a pressure bandage. I mean, if you have not been through first aid, you need to take a first aid class. A lot of the county hospitals will offer free classes. You can sign up for them. The community colleges will offer free classes. You can sign up for them. You want to get a little card. Get a lifesaver first aid card. Learn to do CPR. Learn to be able to do the Heimlich maneuver. Learn to treat a person, triage a person. Something happens. You, you need to have gloves. You don't want blood contamination. Lots of disease carried with blood. So you want to make sure you got some gloves you can put on. Likewise, you really do not want to put your mouth on somebody else's mouth unless you're married to them or engaged or whatever. You really want to have, and you can buy the little, basically folds out plastic little tube, put it over their mouth. You breathe through that tube if you're doing compressions and breathing. You want to know how to stop bleeding. The idea of having a pressure bandage. It's a good idea. You need to know how to take blood pressure. Good blood pressure kit. Here's one I've never even opened up. I've got several of them. I like the manual ones, but I bought this one. This is an electronic one. Blood pressure kit. Take blood pressure. I will be by to visit you out of Canada, and you know I support you. I encourage everybody to support everybody else. Joshua Humphrey, welcome. When we first were married, he did not drink. He started in his 40s. I worked very hard for 5 years with him, and he finally got help. God intervened. Holly, I'm sure the Lord helps those. They say the Lord helps those who help themselves. I bet you intervened, lady. I wouldn't want to get you upset with me. Ah. So, 8 in the house, 16 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. Be greatly appreciated. So, I've been told I need to post more material and information on buys, items that are good prepping buys, so I'm going to start doing that. You can go back and look at stuff from 6 months back. Now, the prices will probably not be current, but these are items that you should have that are good preps. My number one item right now is I'd buy a couple of these over at Walmart for $2. If you don't get them on sale, and you can get similar ones to them, and they've got a bottle opener in addition to the can opener, they're $5 or $6. So even if you go and you buy one of these and it's $5 or $6, you need to have one. Power goes out, everything's going to be, do you have a generator? Do you have a battery bank? Do you have an inverter? Do you have a power station that can run stuff? Likewise, the refrigerators go out. Now, if you've got a 12-volt refrigerator freezer, you get those. They run on less than 50 watts an hour. They draw less than a third of the power that a regular refrigerator would draw, full-size refrigerator. You can get a 50 quart, and you can use it as a refrigerator, you can use it as a freezer, you can use it as part as a refrigerator, part as a freezer, sectioned off. But you gotta have power for it. They run on 12 volt direct current. They don't use near your 12 volt appliances run on less than 100 watts. continuous draw. 12-volt appliances are geared to run on less than 100 watts. So you get a 12-volt refrigerator freezer, it's going to be drawing 40 to 50 watts when it's running, and it cycles. It'll cycle. You got a battery bank, or you've got a power station that can keep it going. You can have cold water. You can have cold milk, cold beverages. You can mix stuff up. You like the sodas? You got sodas, put them in there, you keep them cold. Eggs, bacon, cheese, you can have stuff in there, keep it cold. You're limited on how much you can have. And I've got a couple of them, but I would only use one at a time. The other one would be reserve, that if something happens, then the second one's used. You don't want to be wearing both of them out or using both at the same time if you can't get replacement. So you have two, you use one, it goes out, you got a spare. And they should run for years. They should be able to run for years. Thank you, Uncle Al. Appreciate you coming in. God bless. Everybody's going to experience problems occasionally. Bad weather, the grid. When it's wintertime, you don't get that much power out of solar. The wind turbines will freeze over in really cold weather, especially further north. That happened a couple of years ago, and 150, 160 people died in Texas. It was a big wake-up call. All this green energy. You need to be prepared. The Scout motto is be prepared. Preparedness. That's what I practice. Preparedness. And I'm not Mr. Gloom and Doom. I basically tell people, like FEMA, they tell you need to really, and I've seen stuff in FEMA that you should have a week's worth of water, you should have a week's worth of canned goods, your medication, a good first aid kit, an emergency radio, a whistle, flashlight, spare batteries for your radio, spare batteries for your flashlight. You should have items, a carry bag that you can put your stuff in. You should have that kind of stuff. Your medication. What if you have to leave? You want spare underwear, spare socks, change of clothes. You want a blanket, maybe a poncho. These are items that you need to have for emergencies. 17 likes. Gina, welcome. My friend Gina. Appreciate you coming by. Thank you, Gina. You're coming in on the tail end of my live stream. I'm coming up on 75 minutes, and I try to keep it down. I will run a playlist overnight. I will be giving watch time to my friends. I'll do some community wall posts. For those of you who are visual learners and you want to see, look at my community wall and look at my post. I oftentimes will post items and their prices where I got them. The one I'm right now pushing right now is everybody should get one of these or a couple of them. $2. I paid $2 at Walmart. It's on my community wall. $2. It's a manual can opener with a bottle opener. $2. I'd get a couple of them. If you can't get them on sale, they're $5, $6. Still a good deal. You need to have a couple of them. That radio I showed you, that's $18. The little hand crank radio, $18. With tax, less than $20. You need a good radio. You need a good flashlight. I get the lithium ones you can recharge. I got the manual, the old style ones with batteries, but I get the lithium ones you can recharge. I've got 3 Goal Zero lanterns, rechargeable. You can also use them to charge your phone. And they got a hand crank, and you can plug them into a power station. These are things you need to have for emergencies. A supply of canned food, supply of clean water, good first aid kit. You take medication, you need to supply your medication. Every day when you wake up, thank God for the day. I say the Lord's Prayer. I treat people the way I want to be treated. And I learn. I keep my eyes, my ears open. I learn. I teach. Teaching is a ministry. The term rabbi that they used to use for the Lord, and that they use rabbi as a teacher. That's what it translates teacher. Everybody, I will be back tomorrow. It'll be Sunday. It'll be a Sunday issue, Coffee Talk. I'll try to get my premiere finished for Josh Loftus. He's the next goodie box. If you have not left a supportive comment on my last 5 videos, please leave a like and a supportive comment on each of the last 5 videos. When I get to 1,600, that's what I'm looking at. I'll pick the last 5 videos from when I hit 1,600, and anybody who has left me they've been by and done their due diligence to support me, I'll put their name in a hat and I'll draw from it, and whoever wins will get a real nice goodie box, including a nice first aid kit in that goodie box. And you can look at some of my previous ones in my gift boxes that I give out to people. It'll be like my gift box, but it'll also have a nice first aid kit in it. Thank first responders, law enforcement, firemen, paramedics. Thank military people. Thank veterans. Thank older people, your family. Tell your spouse, your kids you love them. You don't know how long you'll be around. Thank God for the day. When you don't wake up, you won't know it. Next thing you know, you'll be before the Lord Judgment Day. I've had people tell me that they're getting warnings on my channel. I don't know if all of you are getting warnings, but I guess I'm putting out some subversive stuff. This is me. I'm a baby boomer, and born in '62. I got my education before the internet came out. The internet came out in '95. Can you believe that? The internet came out in '95. Hello, Bud Files. Please leave a like to support the channel. Be greatly appreciated. Holly, when you start making content, you're going to be awesome. Yeah, I I put on that not to show it to children, and then under 18, and then after my live stream, if there's nothing in it that's subversive or that I'm concerned about, I go and I change it to let them watch. You know, I go back and I change it. I go back and I change the thumbnail after the fact. I take a better shot, you know, thumbnail, and change the thumbnail. I put it on my playlist, my lives playlist. I'll go back and change it and put it on my lives playlist. Everybody, I appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow. Look at my last short, if you would. Keep track of my shorts. Look at my community wall. I put good stuff on my community wall. You can benefit from that. Look at my last video. It's like a minute and a half. It was like a shout out to Hillbilly Josh. I'll be releasing a premiere, probably be Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Probably 15 minutes long. I do my live streams at 7 most days. Everybody, please have a blessed day, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. Thank you, and blessings. Appreciate you guys.